Then I'd like to give you guys my opinion who the best science champion in the game is. So this is coming from an average MCOC player. So as an average MCOC player, I would like to give you guys my opinion who the best science champion in the game. So I think, in my opinion, it is Thing. Yep, it's Thing. And you can make an argument that Quake, especially for skill players, that Quake is the best champion in the game. I haven't really learned her playing style, but I think she's, even though if I'm not a very high skill player, I think I can still complete some content with Quake. Eventually, if I get better with Quake, sure I can be able to complete more content, and I could probably make an argument she's better than Thing. But so I think, like, if I had to say who's the second best challenge champion in the game, I would say that it's Human Torch. Human Torch, if it was only Mystic champions in the game, he would be the best. Not only the best science champion in the game, he would be the best um, overall champion in the game. Is he just kicks butt when it comes to Mystic champions, and I believe also energy based, not just Mystic champions. So he does a lot of damage, against those characters. But he is mostly a niche character where he can be very useful for a certain part of the game, and he is pretty good at Abyss too. But keep in mind that Mystic is only makes up 1/6 of the content. Where Thing, he overall he can pretty much fight at any class. So he's more of a universal champion. That's why I think he's the best champion in the game. I probably think probably number one why is because he can take a punch. He's special ability. If you have a max sig 200 or 6 star, he can really take a punch. Even a 4 star, he does some pretty tanky. Even as a 4 star, not as quite as a 5 or 6 star, but definitely still pretty tanky. And also the best part about Thing, obviously his awakening ability. I think that's the best part about him. He's over underestimated sometimes when it comes to his awakening ability, like, oh, he doesn't need to be awakened. I think for defensive purposes, Thing's awakening ability is very, very good in my opinion. And he also is immune to bleed, shock, armor break, armor shatter, nullify, stagger, and fate seal. So a lot of mystic characters in the game has nullify, stagger, and fate seal. So he really can be, I would say a pretty close second to Human Torch against Mystic champions because he's immune to nullify, stagger, and fate seal. He doesn't quite hit very hard. That's the downfall Thing. He doesn't crit very often. But the thing about Thing, that's pretty funny to say that, I guess, is his synergy with the champion. The champion, he can, if with the synergy champion, he hits like a truck. I think he probably, I don't know if he is the hardest champion hitting champion in the game, if with the champion synergy, but he hits definitely, I would say, in the top five for sure. But it is a pretty much cheese. It's pretty cheese. You can cheese many fights. The only problem is you do have to fight with low health. That's the only danger about it. But like, if you there's kind of like a risk and reward, no risk, no reward. That's kind of how you want to play thing. If you want to get the maximum potential, I do like him a lot. He has a lot of utilities. Great awakening ability, signature ability. He has a lot of immunities, and I think when it comes to science champion, he's definitely, in my opinion, the best option for incursion. I think he could very well be also the best option for incursion. Uh, him and Morningstar, it's pretty close to say who's better when it comes to incursion Thing or Morningstar. They're probably gonna have some competition with Angela, with the Odin synergy. We'll see how that plays out. Right now, I think Thing and Morningstar is like one of the best characters in Incursion, in my opinion. And Angela's pretty close by. as well, but not as good as Thing and Morningstar. But I really think with, not to get ahead of myself, but I think with Angela with Odin Synergy will make her the best option for incursion. But that's another video. We want to focus on the science class, and I think, in my opinion, as an average MCOC player, Thing is the best champion in the game because he has a why? Because he has great signature ability, which makes him be able to take a punch, which is great if you're not a very skilled player. And he has a lot of immunities as well. That's why I think he is one of the best champion in the game, and in my opinion, the best science champion in the game. So if, what do you guys think? Who the best science champion in the game is? Thank you.